Lesson 1. Accompanying the rise of smartphones in Japan, reports of trouble caused by people operating their phones while on the move have surfaced. Recently in Tokyo, a young woman looking at her smartphone suddenly fell from a station platform onto the tracks, while a man operating his smartphone bumped into someone waiting to cross a city street. In a separate incident, people waiting to pass through a JR station ticket gate were surprised to discover that they were being held up by someone who had stopped to use a smartphone. An investigation by the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure, Transport, and Tourism uncovered 11 incidents in the financial year 2010 in which people fell from station platforms while using their mobile phones. In the financial year 2011, there were 18 such incidents. In each year, one person was injured. Of course, these are merely the reported cases. It's likely even more have occurred. On May 27, 2013, a fifth-grade elementary school boy using a mobile phone was injured when he tumbled from a platform at JR Yotsuya Station in Tokyo's Shinjuku Ward. East Japan Railway Company, JR East, now broadcasts messages and displays posters urging people to take care. In May 2013, Katsumi Tokuda, a professor at the University of Tsukuba, conducted a survey of 650 students who commuted by train in the Tokyo and Osaka regions. Over 60% said they had either bumped into or nearly bumped into people who were using smartphones. The most common location for such run-ins was train stations. 15 of the students had suffered bruises or other injuries as a result. Tokuda conducted a similar survey in 2007 on users of ordinary mobile phones, but the number of accidents was not as high. Smartphones display a lot more information, and it is common for users to keep focused on the screen for longer periods as they read and send emails, watch videos, and read comics. But especially for elderly people, young children, the visually impaired, and people using wheelchairs and strollers, people walking in their vicinity while operating a smartphone can pose a significant threat. It is apparently common for smartphone users to collide with elderly people on stairways or with visually impaired people who are using tactile paving to feel their way about. Looking at a smartphone while on the move could be compared to dragging one's private space into the public realm. Wanting to reply quickly to an email and other prompts is clearly a reason. But we do not live alone in a world without other people. Perhaps users' consideration for other people is declining. However, imposing legal regulations, like those that have banned smoking on streets, is a final resort. First, we must inform people about the issue and appeal for cooperation, addressing the issue with self-awareness and good manners.